1.
Today's lesson is how do forces affect motion? So we're going to do an experiment today. We're going to do some dropping experiments. Okay, would someone go get me a ball back there and a meter stick? We're going to do, and let's take a look at this. This is called the bouncing ball and the meter stick. Thank you. This is the bouncing ball experiment. And we're going to do this in a science way. May I see that, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do this, first of all, with a meter stick. And I see you have your worksheet out, the bouncing ball. Let's turn that worksheet over. So that on the back is our data we're going to collect. That's where our data is going to collect. Let's turn it back to the front. And so, you might have a red rubber ball, or you might have a ping pong ball. And if we look, we're going to do several variables. We're going to check this. So I want you to think right now, watch how I do this. First of all, I want to use the centimeter side. Here's 100 centimeters, here's 1 centimeter. It would not be good if I had 100 down here. Okay, you got that?
Start at 0.
0. Now I'm going to hold the ball like here. Check this out. Not here. Would it be a fair test if I dropped it here?
No.
And then here?
No.
And then here?
Yes.
No, it'd be a fair test if every trial I came up to 100 and went out and dropped it. 3, 2, 1, drop. And see how high it bounces. Now it would be a fair test for science if I did this. Watch, see if I do it right.
No.
What did I do wrong?
You threw it.
I added a different force. So the force we're going to study today is gravity. It's a pull force. And we're going to come up 100, come across, 3, 2, 1, drop. And see how high it bounces up. So it's going to take some teamwork. So we could drop this on the carpet, on the desk, but let's do this in a science way. So I have 3 different variables. I want you to pick which one do you think will make the ball bounce highest? Foam, hard plastic, or cardboard? You can decide using your prior knowledge which one. Go ahead, write that down on your hypothesis. People think hard plastic. Okay, and how do people think cardboard? Good, I'm glad we have some different ideas. What is the thing you're going to change? Anybody? Write this. Yes. Surfaces, write surfaces right there. The thing you're going to change is surfaces. S-U-R-F. You going to put that up somewhere, Miss Steiner? Surfaces. Okay? That's what you're going to change. What are we going to measure? We're going to measure ball bounce height. Ball bounce height. So go ahead and write that. What we're going to control, we're going to do it from the same height.
The same force, just
Same way,
gravity.
yeah, same force. I just say the same way. You could be just the same force. I like same way. Okay, height. The drop height is going to be 100 centimeters. So everybody write 100 centimeters right there. Okay, we need to talk about one more thing after you get to 100. Watch this. Let's say I'm getting ready to get started, and my partner and I are going to work together. And I go to drop this, and watch what happens. Tell me if this is a good trial. We're going to do 5 trials on each surface. Ready? Watch. Would that be a good trial? Why? Hit my hand. So give it a hand to me again. Thank you. Throw it here. Oh, okay. So if you have a do-over, have a do-over. Here's another one. Would this be a good trial? Ready?
No.
Why? Because I went sideways, right? So if you have to have a do-over, have a do-over. The other thing is, once we get set up, I want everybody to practice before we do any drops. Because it's just better to do a bunch of practices and then start your experiment. Don't write anything down until then, okay? So how do we want to set our ruler, kids? What goes at the bottom? 0. And so, do we want to do the inch side or the centimeter side? Now I like to do this. I like to take my tape. You probably know how to do this. And tape it around backwards to make a loop. Yes, yes?
Yes.
And I like to put this right here and right here on my chair. And then, ooh, where's the ooh? And you hold it, right? And you're going to be the dropper. Now, in your regular deal, we're going to do this on the floor. So you're not going to stand in the chair, but you can stand on the chair here. No, stand on the chair. Stand on the chair. Don't fall. Okay? All right, so you got it? Okay. You put your hand up here. Let's move this out of the way. Go ahead. Now, why don't you go around on this side and you tell me how far it bounces. Go ahead, I got it. Okay, so you're going to be watching, and when it bounces up, you tell me how far it bounces. All right? Are you ready? You say 1, 2, 3, drop.
1, 2, 3, drop. Like drop 57.
57 what? Bananas?
In the middle, 57 or 56 centimeters.
Centimeters. So you'd write down 56 centimeters. Do another trial. Here we go. Tell her 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go. 68 centimeters.
68 what?
Centimeters.
Centimeters. How many trials do we do for each surface? 5. One more? 3. Are you sorry? Go up.
3, 2, 1. 60 centimeters.
From 100 centimeters on the carpet, we're not changing the surface yet, and you're practicing measuring how high the ball bounces. Okay? Go ahead, practice.
What is it? 61 what? 61 what? Centimeters.
So it was 47.
Now we try the foam. The thing that you
Have the same sum. You guys know that one.
This is foam.
Okay, divide that by 5.
Esta vez yo sé. Okay.
Put 123 centimeters. Don't put centimeters. And then you're going to put your one right here.
What?
Now the ball.
It was like probably about
It was about
17.
22. 22. Put 22 right here. Put 22 right here.
Right, your drop experiment, and I'm looking at your data here, right? And so you had the cardboard, the foam, or the hard plastic. Which one did it bounce the highest? How? Prove it to me. What? Hard plastic. What was your average? 53 centimeters. And what about your average here? 27 on the foam and on the cardboard. Centimeters. So you did 5 trials, you did the average, you can make a graph here, but for you, it was hard plastic, right? Was your hypothesis correct? What did you think would be the highest? You thought it would be hard plastic, cardboard, which one did you think? The cardboard? So even though you did it right, your hypothesis was wrong. Now let's see yours. What did you think would be the best one? The rubber, the foam? And so the foam, you had, which one was the highest for yours? The foam was? So your hypothesis was correct. So if you had to do this experiment over again, what would you change? You'd make it higher? Drop it from higher? You think that would make a difference? What else could you change on this experiment? The ball? What's the other ball you could drop, maybe? Probably not a bowling ball, right? maybe a tennis ball? Yeah, okay, well, good luck. I hope you do this experiment again. Thanks. So in this class, we did a lot of experimenting and a lot of trials to try to find out how force affects motion. And I think they've done a pretty good job of looking at gravity and the ball bouncing on different surfaces. As you can see, it was a pretty busy data collecting.
What's your sign?